Hi guys, part 765, part 2 of Yugoslavian M59 66A1 review. As I stated in the previous video, this rifle happens to be a rare piece. One that will shoot about 4 and 5 centimeter groups at 115 yards. That's about, what is that on the inch? That's about 1.5 inch to 2 inch groups at 100 yards, or at 125 yards because it was 115 meters. See, I'm trying to use the English too so some people can understand. So that would be 1.5 to 2 inch groups with iron sights at 125 yards. One of my groups I achieved, I only had 20 rounds today when I was making these videos, so I fired about, I want to say, a couple of them were 4s, and a couple of them were just shooting at the dong, way down at the 100. So I got, there's 4, 8, I shot about, 4 or 5 groups today. The widest one was 5 centimeters. The closest one was 2 centimeters. And I shot a couple shots, to shoot the shit out of the barrel when I first started at the dong, down at the 100-yard marking, because my range is metric and American increments in it, and distances. But yeah, this rifle, you can watch these videos. I got the 200 meter, 10 centimeter group videos up. Those are range videos showing the gun's accuracy. The 5, 4, and 2 centimeter group videos at 115 meters will be up on YouTube tomorrow when I get back to my other house and get my cable for my cell phone. I wasn't planning on making a video. See, I just hadn't really taken this one to 100 meters yet. Well, it's 115 meters or 125 yards, however you want to put it. One of the groups was sub-MOA, and being it was at 125 yards, I don't want to say no. 4 centimeters would not be an MOA. No, 125 would have to be out further than that. But one of the groups was sub-MOA, the others were 4 centimeters, 4-shot group, 4 centimeters, 3-shot group, and the first group I pulled off was 5 centimeters, 3-shot group. It is, I don't know really what else to say about it. There's nothing I've done to this rifle as far as mechanically. I'll do trigger jobs on SKSs and get them down real tighter groups. Tight groups is meaning they start out at about 15 centimeters, and I'll usually get them down to roughly 10 centimeters at 100 meters is the best I've achieved with my Norinco Type 56. But this one I've done absolutely nothing to. When I leave the bayonet in and the cleaning rod in and the gas valve on cycle, leave the sling on it. There's nothing I've done to this rifle at all as far as gunsmithing goes, other than clean the cosling out of it to make it super accurate. It's just the way it came. It's very, very, very rare to find check the time. It's just very, very, very rare to find any semi-automatic firearm, especially a surplus firearm, that'll shoot and achieve those groups. If you want guns that will fire, that are guaranteed MOA, you got to look at the cheapest ones I've seen are Tikka T3s, and they'll run about $650, $700. And a lot of the ones that are guaranteed one MOA are up in the thousands of dollars. This is more accurate, I'm going to say, than my Swiss K. I haven't really shot my Swiss K once that much. I've achieved, the best group I achieved was 5-shot 15 centimeters at 500 meters. That was out of my grandpa's place. I just measured out with a laser rangefinder in the field, and that wasn't a no wind day. It was perfect out. That was shooting off a bench rest and a gun vise. That was really more or less, I don't want to say my accuracy, but more or less the gun was locked in a vise, and achieving those groupings on its own is where my style of setup is. I get asked that a couple times. I've gotten asked that a couple times, is my style of setup and how I shoot to achieve groups. I will do a separate video on that. That'll be right after this one. But keep in mind though that don't think every Yugo SKS you buy or any SKS is going to be like this. I mean, I've fired several from several different countries of origin, and I have never seen anything closest to this. The most accurate one I had before has been, like I said, my Type 56 would get about 10 centimeters and 100 meters. You know, that's got a TS200 sight, a bedded stock, a thin front sight post, trigger job done on it. You know, precision firing pin. What else did I do on that thing? There's a list of shit I did on it. It cost about $400. You know, I thought that was super accurate. But other rifles have achieved pretty decent groups with them. My PTR 91, I've achieved 7 centimeters with that one at 200 meters using, what was it, Brownell ammo. So that's a pretty good rifle. Also, I'd like to get match grade. I'm pretty sure I could get the groups down to about, I don't know, probably 5 with a scope. You know, with that match grid ammo on a PTR. Those PTRs are pretty damn accurate. They're more accurate than the H&K 91s. I've seen shot fired at a few H&K 91s myself, and they were, one of them was in pretty decent condition. The other one was kind of shitty. And the PTR easily beat the H&K because of the match grade barrel. But if you guys, wait a minute, was that 7-shot group at 200 meters or was it at 200 meters? I can't remember shit. I think it was at 200 meters, but I don't know. I'll have to do another video on the PTR 91 also. That is a range review. But if you guys got any comments or questions, feel free to send me a message. Spartan765 out.